Hi everyone, it's Amit here. So in the last class we have discussed how expansionary monetary policy it was ineffective in a fixed exchange regime in an open economy. So now here we will be discussing how expansionary fiscal policy it will have its impact on an economy. So in the last class we have discussed the classicals they used to think that by increasing the money supply the economy can come out of that recession kind of situation. But what Keynes advocated is that no, it's not expansionary monetary policy. It is because of expansionary fiscal policy only that the economy will come out from that recession phase, and then it can increase its output, and then employment will be increased. So this is what exactly the Keynes he advocated. So now let's see, take the the same situation of earlier slide. So now let's assume that our economy it is basically at recession. So now in the initial the LM curve, it was this LM curve was LM naught, while the initial IS curve was IS naught, as shown in this figure. So this was the equilibrium, that is the E naught was the equilibrium at which the output level was Y naught. So this was basically Y naught, the initial output for which the corresponding interest rates was R naught. So at this Y naught, we know that there is a equilibrium, but this equilibrium is basically low level equilibrium in nature. So at this low level of equilibrium, basically we are having very less output, and we are having very less national income, or our GDP is very less. Because of it, we are having very less employment kind of situation, which is we are a situation wherein we are having high unemployment situation. Due to this, we are having a recession kind of situation in our which has prevailed in our economy for a very long period of time. So we are having a situation of underemployment. So what Keynes advocated is that by by using this expansionary fiscal policy by the government, we can come out of this situation. So basically, what expansionary fiscal policy consists is that the government expenditure it should increase. We should increase government expenditure, and then we can do it by reducing the taxes, and by also we can do it by increasing the subsidies. That is, we can increase the transfer of payments using by increasing the scholarship thing, and we can even increase the pension to the citizens. So by by using all this kind of policies, we can do expansionary fiscal policy. So now what happens when expansionary fiscal policy is adopted? So basically we see there is a shift of IS not from IS1. So this is basically IS1 curve. So our economy it got shifted from IS0 to IS1. So basically in this particular situation we are having a new equilibrium which can be denoted as E star, and at this new E star there is a new output which is denoted as Y1 dash, and at this Y1 dash the corresponding interest rate is R1. So we have seen a shift of IS curve to the rightward path, and we have also seen there is an increase in the interest rate. Also we have seen the shift in the IS curve, and we will discuss there are the basically two major impacts of this shift of IS curve on the economy. So the first part is that our output it can be represented as C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So in any economy, this is basically the output. So wherein what our government has done is that it has increased the government expenditures, and because of this the Y it has increased, and also because of this simply the AD curve it also get shifted toward the outward side. So since the AD aggregate demand has increased, the government has intervened into the situation. They have started spending more, they have started building the roads, they have started investing in real estate, they have started investing in the infrastructure, that is building ports, airports, railways. So in this way what has happened is that the AD it has got shifted towards outward direction, and because of this many people they got employment, and we have I mean less unemployment kind of situation, less unemployment kind of situation. Now because of this the income of many people it has risen. So as shown in this flow chart we have seen that AD as well as the income it got increased. So because of this, people they are again demanding more and more luxury goods. Let's say they have demanded more iPhones or more more mobile laptops, luxury cars. So what has happened is that because of the increase in the demand, there will be an increase in imports, and and simultaneously the export it won't react much to this increased demand. So here we will face a situation, as we know that balance of payment it basically consists of two different parts. The first one is the current account part, and the second one is the capital account part. So this current account part it basically consists of two things, that is inflow of dollars, and similarly it also contains outflows of dollars. The same thing is seen in this capital account as well, inflow of dollars and outflow of dollars. So now here we see in the current account part, the imports is much. So since in the imports is much, our outflow will be much when compared to that of the imports. So basically we will have a situation of current account deficit in the current account part. And similarly, coming to the the capital account, since the interest rate has risen, say it has risen from R0 to R1. So here R1 is the new interest rate, that is the interest rate of India's interest rate it is, and the R0 is the world's interest rate. So that is basically the interest rate which is provided by the other countries. So now here we see, since since we see R1 is greater than R0, what happens is that uh, the foreign direct investment or the other MNCs company, they will find that Indian market investing their money in the Indian market is quite profitable when compared to the other countries. So what they will do is that they will start putting their money in the Indian market. Because of this, we will have a lot of capital inflow in our country, and because of that situation, our here we can see that inflow of dollars it will be more when compared to that of the outflow of dollars. So here in capital account we will have a situation of capital account surplus. So now we have discussed the two scenarios, the current account deficit part and the capital account surplus part as well. So now based on these two accounts, whether our current account part is dominating or capital account part is whichever account is dominating, based on that criteria it is decided whether our balance of payment it is surplus or deficit in nature or not. So basically we find a situation wherein most of the times the capital account surplus it dominates the current account deficit. Therefore we have a situation of balance of payment surplus in most of the situations. So now, since we are having balance of payment surplus in our situation, what exactly now the RBI will do is that it will intervene into this situation, and then it will try buying the dollars, and it will try to sell. It will buy the dollars and then it will sell the rupee. So now what will happen is that uh, since it is buying the dollars and since it is selling rupee, the money supply in the market it will get increased. So this is basically a kind of situation wherein it's similar to expansionary policy wherein our MS will increase. So since our MS has increased, the LM curve it shifts towards right side. So this is the new LM curve we are getting. Okay, so this can be denoted as LM1. So now we can see the intersection of new LM1 with the new IS1 is at even point, wherein our output is Y1 and our new interest rate is it has gone to the previous one, which is R0 words interest rate. So now in this situation we can see that our output has increased from Y0 to Y1 dash, and then it has increased from Y1 dash to Y1. So we can say that our output has increased. So since our output has increased, our national income has increased, and we have come out of the situation of recession wherein we are having we are moving towards a full employment kind of situation. So this is what basically Keynes advocated, how this expansionary fiscal policy, here we can see it is quite effective in a fixed exchange regime. So here we can see that even the ISLM concept it came about 30-40 years after the Great Depression, that it came in 1960, somewhere around 1960-70. We can see how beautifully it explains ISLM, it explains the expansionary fiscal policy in a fixed exchange regime. So thank you everyone. This was the end of this Mundell-Fleming expansionary fiscal policy in a fixed exchange regime model.